Yo, what is up YouTube? It's been some time, but we're back. Lately I just took some time to go ahead and work on Mala Sombra, and I got some exciting news that we'll talk about at the end of this video. But right now we're going to go ahead and review some manga. And for today we're trying something a little bit new, something new to the channel. We are going to be reviewing a series. And not just the popular stuff, we're going to be talking about the ones that I personally think are a little bit underrated. Kind of like the what's what on who's next up. And these series are going to have under 10,000 reads with a couple of chapters out already. So, hidden gems kind of thing. And these are current series, not series that are on hiatus. So you don't have to worry about them anytime soon or being on a hold. And the first title that's going to go ahead and launch off this series is going to be called Blood White. Now, Blood White currently has 2,000 views on webtoons as well as 2,000 views on the Manga Plus creator site. It is written by Tsukyojin and it has 9 chapters out. And I am super hyped, super excited to go ahead and be reviewing this series. So with the introduction out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So Blood White currently has 9 chapters out, and that gives a lot of content for us to go ahead and dive into. So let's start off with the art style. It's a webtoon and it makes full advantage of that. Tsukyojin definitely takes advantage of the vertical format and is just constantly feeding us great art with amazing colors. And the art just gets better and better with each chapter. Because even though you had some bangers in chapter 1, chapter 8 is going to give you some serious heat. Some of those pages are just dripping with all kinds of sauce. And we move to character designs, and we definitely check off all the boxes right here as well. Same face syndrome is not a problem right here. Danya's character design is pretty simple when you compare him to the rest of the characters, but I like it. I think it makes him stand out. But if we're being honest, I'm more of a Team Fushaga fan myself. Hashtag Team Long Hair Don't Care. The humor in Blood White is also top tier because it's something that you never really can anticipate. There will definitely be moments where you have to do a double take just to be sure on what you actually read. And I love that. The action scenes are pretty sick, and I feel like you can really feel the impact on the impact frames. So I'm all for the violence in Blood White. But Blood White is not all violence, and it does have its more tender moments. You know, your boy Tsukyojin does go ahead and give a little romance in Blood White. I mean, he gives Danya his own little shotty, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna talk too much about it, because then we're gonna ruin the story. Speaking of which, I'm already ruining by telling you the side plots. I haven't even told you the main plot. I'm out here giving you the side stories. But the main plot about Blood White is Danya done messed up. That's it. That's the plot. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just know Danya messed up. That's it. That's the plot. I ain't gonna tell you anymore. So trust me, you're gonna need to go ahead and read it to understand what I mean by that. But you got your action, your romance, your comedy. Man, Blood White really does have it all. Now, from what I know, Blood White is on a bi-weekly schedule. So chapter 9 should be coming out anytime soon. So now's your chance to go ahead and catch up before the series gets too big and you have to play a bigger game of catch up. And if you still haven't read the series by this part of the video, man, what are you doing? Go ahead and read it already. It's good stuff. It's free. It has color. What more do you want? That being said, that concludes the review part of this video. And now the interview section that I was able to do with Tsukyojin. First off, I want to thank you for taking the time to do this. Of course, dude, it's my pleasure. Thank you. Glad to hear that. My first question to you is, how long have you been working on Blood White? Obviously, we have the timestamps in Webtoon and Manga Plus creators, but manga and Webtoon start before they're uploaded. Right, so I came up with the idea for Blood White around the tail end of 2021. Almost 2 years after I had started creating anything. At the time, I was kind of sketching out things for 2 other series I wanted to do, but felt like I needed a 3rd series to start from scratch. This was because I wanted experience before tackling my original 2 series, hence Blood White was created. So Blood White wasn't necessarily a first idea. What are the other 2, if you don't mind me asking? The other 2 are called Kanjo and Pink Slip. Kanjo was my first project I started working on in 2020, and Pink Slip was created shortly after. Kanjo is an action series similar to Blood White, and Pink Slip is about street racing. Awesome, did these make it public? Also, what did you learn from them that you incorporated into Blood White? I have yet to make either of them public, but I plan on making some one-shots for them in the near future. Blood White is technically my first public series though, so most of what I've learned from doing my previous works were figuring out my art style and how to structure the plot and storyline. Blood White is my first attempt at the actual execution after all. Awesome. Now one of the things that has really stuck out to me is your new schedule. With it uploading bi-weekly now, how have you been able to keep up with your quality? In my opinion, your latest work has become your greatest work. Thank you. So I guess the best way to explain it is that I'm pacing myself in that sweet spot where I'm pushing myself to get things done but not overworking myself. If I get burnt out on the work, it shows. But obviously, as I am working on it pretty often, I get better as I keep working. Do you feel the workload is easier to manage now? Yes, absolutely. Even though it feels like I'm technically doing more, bi-weekly has worked wonders for me. Sick. I love the new content coming out more consistently, to be honest. But getting back on track, for the people that seen the trailer before, I have to ask, is that before the events of Blood White started or after? Viewers, if you know, you know. If you don't, sorry you're late to the party. You're talking about this, right? Yes. This whole scene takes place in season 2. And by the way, I have 3 seasons for Blood White that are roughly planned from start to finish. Anyways, so yeah, it takes place after what's currently going on. I'm especially excited for season 2. Oof. I'm hyped after hearing that. Don just changed so much in that episode compared to how he is now from the brief little interaction. Speaking of Danya, why the name? Funny story actually. I just named him after my favorite editor. I just thought that name was cool. Fair enough. Who's the editor, by the way? He quite literally goes by the name Danya on YouTube. But I'll look him up after this video. But focusing a bit more on Danya, how do you come up with his design? Well, I think it's no surprise to anyone that Danya isn't necessarily the most unique design. But that's kind of what I wanted in the main character, because 1, you draw them a lot, so they should be easy to draw. And 2, I wanted him to contrast with a lot of the colorful fantasy character designs that I show up soon. I did try to differentiate his design from other main characters a bit though, notably his hair. Nah, I think he's pretty unique to be honest. I love the bandages in his arm too. Now you said 3 seasons are written. Yes. How long do you think that'll take roughly? Quite a while to be honest. At least a few years. I'm dedicated to it though, and I'm more so focused on the journey to the end than trying to rush it. It's a passion project, you know? Do you think there will be more than 3, or is this just something that'll just last this bit? There won't be any more after the 3rd season. I have already determined the ending. However, I will say each season is pretty long, especially 2 and 3, so there will be plenty of content I think. Damn, now that I know that, I'm so locked in. 3 seasons. Wow. This sounds like it'll be a crazy good ride. Now, the girlies. I know you have 1 main female lead. When we get more of the girls, you draw them pretty great. Hey, thanks man. So, on top of Danya and Fushaga being my 2 male main characters, we have Mavi and Aina who will be appearing very soon. Just wait a few more episodes. I've seen this, oh my gosh. I've been wondering about them since you posted them on your Instagram. Can't wait for those episodes. Finally, are there any last words you would like to say to your future and current fans? First of all, I'm beyond grateful to the people that take the time out of their day to read anything I make. It makes all the hard times and sleepless nights feel worth it. Creating is an outlet for me to express myself, and if I can make someone feel anything because of something I made, I couldn't ask for more. I'm here to create until I'm overrated, and beyond that. Thank you, and thanks for interviewing me, Meech. So there you have it. That's my series review of Blood White, made by Tsukyojin, and it's hella underrated. There's 9 chapters, including a chapter 0 out currently. So get on the bus before the hype train leaves, cause trust me, it's gonna blow up pretty soon. And just so you know, Tsukyojin's music taste is goated. He just wanted me to tell you all that. So I'm gonna be taking a little break between the next video. Might be another 2 weeks, might be a little bit longer. And that is because I am wrapping up chapter 1 of Mount Sombra's re-release. We are like 90% complete, and it is going to be releasing in December. So my energy and attention is going to be a little bit more refocused towards that. Speaking of which, for the re-release, I will be hosting an art contest, and you can follow that and get the more info on that on my Instagram and Threads. Nothing's been announced, so you guys are getting the info first. So get ready, y'all, because there's going to be some cash prizes. That's all I'm saying. As always, socials will be linked in the description below. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of this new miniseries. Until then, happy manga making, and peace.